Hey there friends, we are going to quickly revisit a video that we put out earlier this season when we swapped the handlebars on this bike, which is a Wilde Supertramp, from some Surly Sunrise bars over to these Tumbleweed Persuader bars because I wanted to have a different position on the bike, something that might be a little bit more comfortable and easier on my hands because I'm a very sensitive man. A quick comparison for the folks that didn't see the other video. This here is the Tumbleweed Persuader bar. This here is the Surly Sunrise bar. The rise on the Surly Sunrise is significantly higher, but the sweep on that Tumbleweed is way more. This bar has more sweep to it, which means that the grips are kind of angled backwards. So it's like a more natural position for your hands to be, and your wrists don't have to twist to be straight. The advantage of that is it's a little bit easier on your wrists, and it puts you further back so you have a bit more of an upright position when you're riding. It's got a different angle to it than a typical riser bar or straight flat bar. You get a lot of hand positions. It's really nice that there's all this space here because I can mount things there, but I'll also hold there while I'm riding. That's really useful. You can just move around a lot more readily. You've got your position here on the grips. You could be here if you want. Sometimes I'll be like that. You can be down here, or you can grip all the way in here. Another thing you can do is you can almost just kind of set on it like that. You wouldn't do this if it's something, you know, technical or whatever. And when you're here, even when you tuck your elbows in and you get low, it cuts your profile from the wind. Huge. When I swapped these bars out in the last video, I kept the original grips, which were a lock-on grip that really didn't have much cushion to them at all, but they looked neat. I decided shortly after the bar swap that I was going to switch out to some ESI silicone grips. And if you look at this, I have these purple rings here, which if you're familiar with ESI grips, you might be really confused. But all that I did was I just popped them off the lock-on grip, put the first one on, slid my ESI silicone grip on, and then put this one on the end. I did that because I wanted this hint of purple, and not only does it fatten up the end of the bar, so that way if I fall, it doesn't become a cookie cutter into my guts, but also it keeps the grip from getting damaged when I just lay my bike down. These are them in tan. This is a pair in black. There's no locking anything on these things. It's just a silicone tube. What I'll do is I'll clean the bar and then get the bar wet with rubbing alcohol, get the inside of this wet with rubbing alcohol, and then hold the outside of it using the rag because it can get slick when it's covered in that alcohol, and just work it on, wiggling it around, and then it dries out and it doesn't move. Okay, my major takeaways from swapping the bars out. I'll say, like a lot of things on your bike, the geometry of different handlebars is going to be something that is pretty subjective, but different things that you change are going to do the same type of thing for everyone. When you add a bar that's got more sweep, it's going to push you back. It's going to give you more upright position. It will take some of the weirdness out of your wrists, which some people struggle more with than others. It depends. It does change your bike pretty readily, and without needing much investment. It doesn't take a lot of technical expertise, and it can make a big difference to your bike. Same thing with grips. Makes a huge difference for comfort if you get something on there that has more cushion than you're used to, and again, doesn't require a lot of technical expertise. We are about the things that make a big difference, that actually, you know, things that actually matter, that are attainable. That's a big deal. With this bar, it put us in a more upright position, which was nice on this kind of bike. And because it has this big flat area that we can grip if we want to be in a more aerodynamic position or just move around a lot, then that makes this bike still play pretty dang well, even on just long, normal gravel rides, but also lets us mount stuff for bike packing trips and things like that. So overall, definitely dig these bars, and the combination with these grips, the ESI Extra Chunky, has made a difference in how comfortable my hands feel, my very sensitive hands, on those longer rides. Check us out. We're going to be putting more stuff out there in the world now. We want you to have resources about things that work, ways that you can take care of your own stuff, plan your own trips, all that. So, party on.